Hey friends, I'm sure you guys saw Doof's new video, Conquering ToHoe. Well, if you watched that video, you will know that it was in fact not true. So I decided to make my own video with the true Conqueror's point of view. When I downloaded the VOD, for some reason it had the music with it, and I don't really want Big Daddy YouTube hitting me with a copyright strike, so I'm only going to show highlights because re-recording all that audio would be quite hard. Harder than beating Doof and Hop twice in a row, that's for sure. So when I first saw it was them, I tried to get them into a call so we could set up something fun, because how often do you get to play versus good friends? Especially because I have my friend, the legendary memer and Legion TD2 music maker, Nyctea, on my team. Anyway, I was going to ask if they wanted to do something like All for Fiesta, or Castle, or I don't know, but something. However, I was ignored, so I just went ahead and went Fiesta myself. Now, I am by no means a good Fiesta player, and I really only know the popular openers like Consort, or Windhawk, or Harpy and Devilfish together. And I'm aware that I have Veteran, and I do know how to Fiesta Wave 1, but man, do I hate every other wave with it. So I just decided to go with Flower, Aqua, and push hard. Hey, nice. I got the snail, it's free money, and they don't know that I'm Fiesta. Now, I didn't see this at first, but hey, our boy went Flower too. Neat. Skipping to wave 3, because of Flower Aqua, I did push to 7 workers to a no-send, which could be dangerous, but I'm Fiesta, and we have the first league of the game by Doofus. This gave me the perfect amount of money to afford Fire Ellie. By the way, you should always believe in the 0 gold buff. Because Doof leaked on 3, and I already had 7 workers, I had a bunch of Mythium to resend him, so I did. And thankfully it worked. Unless he's a secret Fiesta player like me. I really hope he's not secret Fiesta. And I think they expected me to get the Fire Elemental for 4, and didn't want to save all the way till 5, so I actually got bailed out for my 7 workers. But since 4 was a really long wave, and I have a real chance to leak the entire wave 5, I only pushed 1 worker and overbuilt a bit. However, my overbuild is nice because it's planning ahead for 6 and 7, so if they do resend, I'm able to push as hard as I want. Damn, so close to my first and a pro Fiesta. So after they saw that I had the option for a veteran while already having a fire elemental, I was sure they would try to leak me again on 6, but it's fine. I'll just build a bit for 7 and still push in some Fiesta. Unfortunately, I memed a bit with my Peewee, causing my fire elemental to not tank anything, and if it had, I definitely would have killed at least 1 more. And of course, the 1 wave that I Fiesta, my teammate does as well. But honestly, it's fine. It actually helps my plan. Since I built for 7 already, I pushed to 11 workers. I started starving Doof after his leak on wave 4, so with my leak and worker count, I've accumulated a lot of Mythium. Before the send comes through, I quickly wanted to explain my plan so far. I figured after 2 sizable leaks on wave 3 and 4, he would want to overbuild a bit for wave 5 and 6, but because of the overbuild, he's stuck at a lower worker count than the rest of us. And this means if he does suffer another big leak, he will basically be out of the game. All I had to do was find the best wave and to go for it. I chose wave 7 because I have 3 brutes on income and a lot of workers and don't really want to starve myself out of the game. Plus, Doof has a lot of fortified, and it's unlikely that he's going to drop swift or natural on 7, which means brutes are going to be great. Hey, it worked! I leaked him another 70%, and because they resent into me, I got a pro Fiesta and 14 workers. So I should have gone back to starving Doof after his leak on wave 7. He can't push that much because he just had a bad leak and he's already bad on wave 8, meaning if he holds or pro leaks this resend, it might get him a little bit back into the game. Oops. There's always a chance they come both 9 and 10 into me, so I just upgraded the flower, which is incredibly difficult to kill on wave 9, especially with a rogue wave and a mudman. Unfortunately, they went straight 10, and because I got cocky and pushed to 15 workers, I was in a bit of trouble. I needed just a little bit of extra gold for the skeleton upgrade, or second disciple, or fire lord, any of which would have helped me hold 10 a little bit better. Yup, here comes the big 10, and I'm probably leaking quite significantly. Definitely not doing a ToHoe. But it's fine, right? I am Fiesta after all. And Doof and Hopsky did do a bit of a leak themselves. Okay, so wave 11, and it's actually not that fine. Our king took a tiny bit of damage, and we had to figure something out. My ally Nyctea suggested that we take loan and go all the way to 14. and since he has Castle, he basically just got a free 200 gold, while I had to take a bit of an income hit. Maybe I could've, and probably should've, just gone tax allowance, but we ball. So if you look at their board, 14 actually looks like a pretty good call. They both have a bunch of natural and magic damage, and Nyctea and I are pretty good all the way until 14. So it's wave 13, and they might come here, but there's a couple reasons why they probably won't. I've already shown Phoenix with Steeds and Disciples, and Nyctea full shifted on wave 12, so they have to assume he has an answer as well. Unfortunately for them, his answer was a Doomsday, which is good on both 13 and 14. Quick fun fact about me, I am terrible at splitting with Phoenix. No send last wave, which means 14 is definitely going to decide everything. I took a bit of a hit starving for so long with Lone, but there's no world where Nyctea does not just full hold this. I mean, he's got a Doomsday and a half, 3 Daphne, and a bunch of good and different type tanks. He's gonna be fine. Doof also has a Doomsday, but he really doesn't have any real tanks and is pretty low value, while Hopsky has entirely too much natural and magic, so he should be doing a bit of a leak too. Alright, here we go. Everyone is getting the big sends, and I'm only 190 under, but my Phoenix is basically worthless, and the send into me is pretty good, so I'm for sure going to leak a little bit. And being this low king, any leak is scary, even if you know your ally is going to hold, because they still have to cover your leak too. Yup, here comes my leak. I just hope it's small enough for Nyctea to cover. And also, Doof and Hopsky took a bit of a sizable leak themselves. Okay, nice. My leak definitely won't kill us, but if you look at Doof and Hopsky's side, they have no king ups. 15 units getting to the king on wave 14 is no small number, so they might actually die. 12, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0! Let's go! Hey, thanks for watching, friends. You get to see the POV of the actual Conqueror, and I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to try to do some of these quick highlight videos where I share my thoughts and reasons for the plays that we make, and generally break things down a little bit. Let me know if you like this style, and I can start doing some more.